Alright, so recently SwitchForce made a video about Sonic Frontiers, and to be completely honest, it's not that good of a video. SwitchForce's video kinda comes off as nitpicky a little bit. I'm probably not going to be going over the entirety of this video, but I still want to go over it. So yeah, let's just get right into this.
Hold up, pause what you're doing and listen in, because I'm going to give it to you as straight as I can. Raw, genuine, and cut through the BS, the fluff, the glitter on Twitter. I will not stand for people trying to sugarcoat things into you giving over $60 for something that is not worth it, alright? Based on the title, you know what game I'm talking about. This gets me worked up. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. If you disagree, this is just my opinion. All right, I'm being as truthful and honest as I can. I'm not doing that thing like, oh, let's hype the people up so that they watch the video. No, okay? It's my opinion. Feel free to disagree. Convince me otherwise. Happy to hear it. But everyone right now is saying Sonic Frontiers is good now, all of a sudden. And it's not. A new Gamescom trailer came out.
I don't think everybody is saying Sonic Frontiers is good now. I bet if you go on Twitter, you can probably find somebody saying the game doesn't look good.
A new Gamescom demo, and this game is still a disparate bunch of ideas thrown at an empty, open environment, open zone, and it has no clue what it's doing. Despite having a template laid out before it to exactly replicate, and they refuse to do it. Oh yeah, a little game called Mario Bowser's Fury came out, and that is exactly what Sonic Frontier should be.
I'm sorry, but Sonic should never be like Mario. Sonic should honestly just be Sonic, and that's it at the end of the day. And also, Bowser's Fury didn't come out until 2021. I'm pretty sure Sonic Frontier started development after Sonic Forces. And also, this isn't the end of Mario in this video. He seems to bring it up a lot.
A dense experience with land to cover, but challenges galore, enemies awesome, and a overall fightable character that radiates throughout the experience and is a foe that you know and feels good. A game that is tried and true, but tries something new, and instead Sonic Frontiers is a vomit of rail grinds and boost pads and under 60-second stages to try and grab onto your nostalgic threads and pull you in. Or more like pull the money out of your wallet. They show off Green Hill Zone and everyone goes bananas.
No one went bananas when they saw Green Hill Zone. When I saw it, it was just like, okay, and that's really it at the end of the day.
Green Hill Zone. A Green Hill Zone that we've seen 50 times before, a Green Hill Zone that takes 50 seconds to complete, a Green Hill Zone that's part of cyber stages that are 1 to 2 minutes in length. Even given 30 cyber stages, we have under an hour of gameplay. These cyber stages are the bait and switch to make you think that this Sonic game has everything you want. But let me tell you.
Well, for me, Sonic Frontiers has everything I would want from a Sonic game. An open world, levels to play, combat, and just everything I'd want from a Sonic game.
Well, Mario Bowser's Fury central mechanic was something innovative and cool and very fun. Sonic Frontiers' central mechanic is drawing circles.
There's more than just drawing circles in Sonic Frontiers. Sonic has more moves than just a circle attack.
And I don't care who says it's enjoyable, who says it feels good, who says that it's a great evolution, it is bad. Drawing circles around enemies is not fun. Drawing circles around enemies is not engaging. Drawing circles around enemies is time-consuming, repetitive, and dull. And instead of putting in fun, creative enemies, they put in a Mighty Mug child baby. Don't know why that's the main character they show off in the story trailer. And then you're fighting geometric objects.
What's so bad about that? He never explains why. I mean, it's fine if he doesn't like the designs of the enemies, but you're not going to explain why you don't like the designs of the enemies?
Imagine if in Mario Bowser's Fury, instead of fighting Koopas and Goombas and giant birds with beaks and all sorts of other creatures, you fought shapes. It does something to the game. It destroys the integrity, and it destroys the engagement, and it destroys the immersiveness.
Okay, what's the problem with that? He never explains why. I feel like a point like this shows all the problems this video has.
I don't understand what people are saying they see in Sonic, because this is the same Sonic Frontiers that I saw in person in Los Angeles, and this is the same Sonic Frontiers I saw shown off by IGN when it looked like a disaster. And yes, they did throw together a nice quick-cut trailer that indicated other environments, but those environments are still a random smorgasbord of grind rails and boost pads thrown aimlessly around, with the central mechanic being go around?
Just to let you know, there's tons of games out there where you have to go around, like Bowser's Fury.
I would love to be wrong. I would love for Sonic Frontiers to have a second world that just blows us away, but even in the Gamescom trailer, you can pause and see that this game is running the same open zone style throughout. And Sega has said we don't understand it, fans don't get it, and now magically they do. My theory is that because there's a release date, this game is getting closer, and people want to like it, they have to now convince themselves that it's pretty good before they...
That honestly sounds pretty dumb. No one just convinces themselves a game looks good. That's up to you if you think a game looks good.
Fork over their $60, $70. It's a lot of money, and it's a lot of time and effort that went into making that money, and you gotta justify it to yourself. This game looks like they had no idea what they're doing, and the latest build, the Gamescom demo, 2 months before the game comes out, still has graphical issues and camera control problems.
This is probably one of the only decent points to come out of the video.
On what they were doing. They did not look at Mario, Bowser's Fury and say, we could do something similar. No.
It's almost like this guy just wants to copy and paste a Bowser's Fury, but with Sonic. Also, if Sonic Frontiers played like Bowser's Fury, the game would play horribly. It wouldn't feel good.
Now, you can argue that Sonic is a different type of game than Mario. It's a different moveset, it's a different speed. But I've even seen people say, in their positive impressions, that Sonic has to slow down to approach these different challenges.
Of course you're going to want to slow down, or you're going to pass by the puzzle. Like, for example, look at the first Sonic game. You weren't always going fast. Sometimes you would have to do some platforming.
Now, these aren't interesting, engaging, named challenges like we saw throughout Mario, utilizing different parts of his moves and utilizing all sorts of other elements from past and present Mario games to formulate a new creative idea, taking advantage of a semi-open world, if you will, an open zone done by Nintendo. Instead, it's literally just, I don't know, go in a circle around this loop, go in a circle around this grind rail, and then go in a circle 6 times around this giant geometric object, because that's how you beat it.
There's more than just going around in a circle and grinding on rails.
And then, once that's done, your big reward is you get to play a 1 to 2 minute stage that looks like it was copied from a previous game and relive a past game.
Well, that's the point of the stage, is you're reliving Sonic's past memories.
Don't let them off the hook this easy. Do not let them off the hook when they had a perfect template to follow and they chose not to. Look, I'll always give credit where credit's due for creativity, and they tried something different, and it just didn't work. There has been no part of Sonic Frontiers that show that they have any idea what would make a really cool open world game. And I'm beginning to believe that the Sonic gameplay style just isn't conducive for a great game anymore. But that's a topic for another discussion and another day. Right now, it's about this game that's in front of us. And the game that's in front of us is not the game that we want it to be or that we hope it to be.
What do you mean we? Just to let you know, everybody doesn't have the same mindset as you when it comes to this game.
Or that it could have been. It's the game that it is. And I really, really do not like anything that I've seen of this game, and I think it is going to be a disaster. I really do. There's been a lot of Sonic disasters in the past, and I think this will go down as one of the biggest. I mean, look at the character design of the main dude they decide to show off in the character trailer.
Okay, what's the problem with the main villain? Like, he doesn't go in depth, like I said earlier. He just rambles on and on and on.
People are grabbing at straws saying, we saw Big the Cat. There's a fishing minigame. We see Amy. Don't let them do it to you. Don't let them do it to you. They designed a game where they thought you deserved geometric enemies, giant towers for bosses, and random, sporadic, not grouped together in any sort of organized or artistic way objects for you to climb and slide and fall off of. Sonic?
The fact he refers to the enemies as objects comes off as really dumb and petty.
They've shown their hand. They're being honest with you. Don't create something that isn't there. Sega has not said, oh, there's more deeper gameplay later on. They've said you don't understand what makes this good.
That's not what Sega said at all. All they said is that you just don't understand this game, and that's it.
AKA, we don't know. People don't like it. That's where they are. That's effectively what they're saying to you.
Again, that's not what they said.
Hear it. Even in the positive impressions, there's reluctancy and sort of like a glassy-eyed hope that maybe this is fun. There is a skill tree. There's more of these cyber stages. I'm sure this game will end up being a great new vision for Sonic, but how many times have we said that? How many Sonic games have we wished to be the bold new turn for the franchise? And what was the actual bold turn for the franchise? Sonic Mania, a game that went back. And why do you think the cyber stages that they're now throwing at you to lure you in are like that? They reel you in with what worked way back when, and what in some cases still works today. But they have no idea how to take this game into the next generation, into a new era, into a modern gameplay style.
Well, I guess we can only hope. Well, as a whole, this video is just not that good of a video. He honestly could have explained things more better, but he didn't. As a whole, this video wasn't that good. So I'm just going to end it here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.